Greetings from the Ronin experience. Greetings. Greetings from the Ronin experience. Moonfeather, how are you?
Um, I'm doing really, really good. Pitch perfect, as always. Very shamanic, very pitch perfect. I'm doing good, guys. Peace and blessings to everyone.
Why didn't we? Why do we even have rehearsals during the week if you're not going to harmonize?
Exactly. Exactly.
Gosh, why do I even care? But anyway, go
Oh
on.
my goodness. Listen, I have to admit, I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad. I had to opt out cannolis for mandarin oranges. And before you say, oh, but Moonfeather, that is a healthier choice. I don't want to hear that right now. I mean, come on, guys, it's cannolis. But we're making better choices out here. And I'm grateful nonetheless. Upside, I saw a rainbow gate today. And guys, it is the last quarter of the moon and in Gemini. So that's always exciting. That's always exciting. So yeah, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I was thinking, dude, I had an awesome intro, dude. I was working on it,
Oh,
right?
that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Well, no, that was me on the fly. I was doing a whole editing video. I was like, come on, I have the best idea. I'm gonna have to save it for next week because it was like Dr. Doom took over. Okay, Dr. Doom cuts in and takes over the Ronin Experience transmission broadcast, right?
Oh wow.
And because of his duties as Sorcerer Supreme to quote unquote protect the realm, and he has to, in order to do so, he has to run it in his own image. An pivotal and imperative part, no literation intended, is
Right.
to take over the Ronin experience,
Oh wow.
our broadcast, our transmission. And of course, I was able to cut in and go, not today. Today is not Doomsday. So, yeah, I had this whole intro thing and I put it together and I had some music sounds behind it. And then I downloaded it like 15 minutes before the show, like 15 minutes ago. And it
Oh
didn't
no.
smell right. I'm like, I previewed it. I'm like, come on, dude. So I'll have to do
Download
that.
like
I'll have to do
my
that
bad.
another
My
time.
bad. Sorry.
No, it's cool. So I'll have to do that another time.
No, listen. Have you noticed? Have your devices and just when just speaking, or has it does it feel like still like Mercury retrograde by you? Because it's still really hard, like, and we're still in post shadow phase. We're not out of post shadow, but this post shadow phase has been heavy.
Yeah, I mean, right now it sounds like you're coming from like your sound even just now
I'm sorry.
is
You
coming
see?
from some sort
You
of
see?
flip phone. I don't know.
No, flip phone will probably actually work better.
Probably. Yeah. Chris is gonna be here, guys. He's on.
Yay!
Yay! I need more energy from you, Moonfeather.
What more energy? That I thought I came in a little hot.
Nah, man. I need more. You know how important this show is to the realm? Like, this isn't just like, we're not just out here having a good time. We are having a good time, but the importance that we bring to this realm, whether the realm realizes it or not, like, we are not all heroes wear capes. You know what I mean? So, this is big.
Yeah.
Are, are, we, are, are, we, are, 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 we're right. But hold on. we're like always right. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Stacy
Right.
told me not to say sorry anymore, and I don't. Um, but this is the most incredible show out here, and it's funny because people don't respect it. Like and it's funny because I expect that. Um, you know, to use okay, so there was a paper written in the 40s, right? And I'm going to paraphrase it.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the guy, I forget, he was basically talking about stupidity. And stupidity is something that you can't reason with, logic with, you can't even use force against. Um, we you can't protest stupidity. You can protest certain ideologies, and if it's logic versus logic, then you know, you can win, but or you know, you can at least have a chance to defend your position and make a difference. But if the battlefield is against stupidity, it's losing battle, and stupidity is incredibly rampant. And I say stupidity. I don't care what your IQ is. I don't care what your you can show me your paperwork. It doesn't matter. That doesn't. You could be stuck in a paradigm, and that means you're really stupid. And doesn't matter what anyone shows you or anything. And you know what's funny? I don't care if I hurt feelings out here because I'm battling stupidity out here. Um, someone will be like, someone would be like attempt to show me, and I know it's indirectly towards me, a thing, and I'll know intuitively, Moonfeather, before I click it. I'm like, watch, I already know to myself, this is going to be a YouTube channel that has multi millions of subscribers. Watch. I click on it. This is all the time, by the way, but recently I click on it, of course, 2.2 million subscribers. And I'm like, okay, this person is attempting to um, do some sort of share in some sort of way, not adding to the build, but fudging up the build. And we got a build, and we're going to talk about it. And this was a talk that I threw out there randomly on, I was just like cayenne pepper. I was just random for some reason, cayenne, and then it just happened to be from Guyana, cayenne. So my point is, Moonfeather, let me just wrap up this thought, why I brought this up. I know when someone shares and the source and where their mindset is, that when they share a thing, that means they just typed into like a YouTube or Google or Wikipedia or whatever, and they get the thing, and it's going to be millions and millions. It's going to be a channel of information that has already millions of views. And for me, I already discount that because that's mainstream alternative. I'm an underground dude. I don't like stuff. You're already I like stuff, and the goal is to take away from the build when someone like you, myself, and others are adding to the build. But you can't distract the builders from building and the coders from decoding. It's an impossible. You can't stop us, just like we can't stop stupidity. So the thing is, it's so funny, it's so goofy to try and, like, okay, it's like saying, let's say I was saying, Moonfeather, I was going, oh, you do tarot cards, let me share something with you about tarot cards, okay? And I just type in YouTube tarot, and the top thing comes up, and it's got 10 million subscriber views, 80 million views, and I share that with you. You're gonna be like, dude, that's your research technique? You spent about 3 seconds. You ain't out here digging. You ain't out here grinding. You ain't out here deciphering. You're not out here doing nothing. But someone like that will placate to something where, look, it's got 4 million subscribers. That means it's a thing. And it's funny. My mindset is it's not a thing. My mindset is, I rock with people like the Mesas, Third Eye Edify. And it's like, let's say he and his wife, the Mesas, start a band. and all the kids get into and it's like it's the Mesa 5, right? And there's a couple kids that aren't in, but they'll hit later. And it's like, then I see the Mesas jump out of a tour bus, right, Moonfeather, and I'm like, hey, George, what's up? He pretends he doesn't hear me, and I'm like, Nicole, hey, what's up? And she's like, ah. And I'll tell the people next to me, like, I knew them before they blew up, yo. Like, I knew that band before they started really pumping it. That's where I live. I live in underground. I don't get with cats that are already big. I get with them on the underground, literally. So
yeah,
I had to get that out.
No, listen, I got it. I got it. I get it. I understand. You know, usually when the masses believe in something, it's like, like I was like, nah, there's something else other than this, you know, like there can't be, you know. Well, when they come out and it's like when it's regurgitated, you know, information, things like that, and it's just repetitive and cliche. And there's some things that, you know, we say a little cliche, whatever, you know, but everybody knows our vibe already, you know, everybody knows how we do. But for the most part, when it's very cliche, this and that, I was like, nah, like it just sounds too fake. You know what I'm saying?
This is what someone will do. They'll say, oh, hold on. They'll type in alternative history. Yes, I misspelled it. And they'll be like, okay. Well, how about this for alternative history? Alternative timeline iceberg, okay? And they'll be like, look, it's got 7 million. Like, you saw what I just did. I just typed it in. 7 million views. Here you go, Ronin. Here's your alternative history. It's like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, dude. These are my notes. Oh, I was saying we were role playing the other day. I was also saying R words. This is for R words only. I don't know if you guys can see. These are my notes. These are literally how I write my notes down for the show. I can't increase it. I say R words only. Only Ronins can say Roni. Okay. If you're a non-Ronin, you have to use the entire word. If you don't want to be offensive, you can't go, "Hey, Ronies," and like, no.
No, ever.
You gotta say. So Ronies are for Ronins only. For when it comes to the R word, so R words only in here. Okay, R words only allowed. Right.
Right. Exactly.
And then I wrote a quote from.
I think I coined that phrase. We're Roni. Just saying.
You're Roni, so you're allowed to say it. And then I wrote a little thing from Nietzsche, and I'm not a Nietzsche fan, but you know, I just thought this quote was decent. It says, "But the state lies in all the tongues of good and evil. In whatever it speaks, it lies. And whatever it has stolen. Everything about it is false. With stolen teeth bites, the biting one." So everything. If you're talking, oh, this guy's from Cambridge and Oxford, etc., you don't know where these people come from like that. You haven't done your research. What you did is type in and got the 7 million views and said, here you go. Here's my research. Take that. Lose my number, yo. We're battling stupidity out here. And I'm not battling stupidity. I'm done with stupidity. You know what I mean? And just to mention, the other Sunday, I popped into Moonfeather's show, and I was taking the position. I was a fluffmatician, fluffarian. So I was fluffing that night.
Yeah, that night the car cracker came.
Oh, cracker!
Was it? That's crazy.
So shout out, yo! I'm playing the cracker card from the here on out, whenever I see fit, I will bust out the cracker card, dude. Yep. Everyone else had time to play their cards. I'm playing the cracker card, dude. It's the Ronin,
the crackeroni card.
the crackeroni card, dude. And you can say hard. And the thing with cracker, you can say hard ER if you want, and you can say A. It's fine. But if I find it, if I'm out in the realm and I find I'm like pulling out the cracker card, I'm getting ready to play it. Like I can't wait. I get to play the cracker card, everyone. I will.
It's so stupid. I swear. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so what were we talking about? Building?
Yes, building.
Okay. What are we doing? Are we building? Let's go. What are we building?
Oh, okay. Was that the signal like to build?
I don't know.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So listen, guys. So you had mentioned can we get into there were so many synchronicities that night that I pulled the cracker card because Ronin for a couple of days has been on like the whole cayenne thing, like the whole cayenne build and everything. And so Friday he had said a particular word. You want me? I'm gonna start getting into it, Ronin. What I told you or what I found.
Well, we already talked about crap. I don't think any words are great.
No, I'm saying what kicked it off with something that I was like, I just came into knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So he had said a word. I can't remember what it is, but it reminded me of the word goannas. Right, that's what I want to get into. You want to start building on that?
Yes, get them.
Okay. So I'm on my phone and I really can't share. So I sent Ronin the pics. So when he said goannas, I was like, wait a minute. That's where I lived in Brooklyn. I lived by the goannas. So in that area, it's called the goannas. And then I was like, you know what? Because now I'm more into really understanding what words are, like breaking down the etymology a bit, right? Meanwhile, it's all in my face in Brooklyn where I live. And I was like, goannas. I was like, yeah, well, that's definitely an indigenous name. So then boom, when I looked it up, lo and behold, of course, it was an indigenous name of a particular tribe, but this tribe was called Ronin there is pulling up okay, so I'm about to mention exactly so Brooklyn is south of that picture. There's other pictures that shows where Brooklyn is. Actually, the one that says Brooklyn. So it mentioned the Canarsie tribe. And I was Canarsie, that's the hood. That's like right next door. That's the hood right next door to me. Where we're grown up in Canarsie High School, all of this stuff. And I was like, this has been in my face the entire time. And then I find out that they're a tribe. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, Ronin would absolutely love this because you know how he's always on the Kana, vibe and stuff. And I was like, holy crap. So when I find out they were there like in the 1600s and stuff. There's other pictures there. I think the black and white one. Pull up the black and white map, please, Ronin.
All right.
So so
I have a shout out leg pimps, by the way. I'm just saying.
Leg pimps.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So no, or the other. So I was about to talk to you in Spanish right now. There's another one. Oh, I think you could. There's another one that actually it's cool because it has the name of all of the original neighborhoods. And then when I find
stupid computer, I'm sorry.
No. That's okay. There you go. That one. If you could, yeah, you closely see that. Okay, so boom, you see Gowan is there right under the name Brooklyn. That's my hood. That's where I chose to be born at, right? And then Canarsie is just a little bit south of that. But it's a big territory. That's where it was basically like farmland and stuff, and it was by all of these big rivers, water on both sides. It was beautiful, lush, and then the Dutch settlers came in, and the Dutch settlers were the ones that freaking bought Manhattan off of, and I've always bought that Manhattan was bought from the Indians for like trinkets and shit. But I was like, I never really got into the story. And then I found out it was the Dutch. And yeah, they bought Manhattan off of the Canarsie tribe. And I was like, they have another name. I can't remember what it is. But for the most part, I was like, damn, all of this crap has been in my face. And then when I see the name
Jamaica.
Brooklyn, yeah, we'll get that. That's another one.
Yeah.
That's a whole other side of the story that I really didn't get into with Jamaica because I was just so caught up with Canarsie.
Come on, dude. I got you because I wanted to point something out. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to like point.
Okay, so if you see above the word Brooklyn, you see the actual Dutch name, Brooklyn. And I was like, mother freaker, Brooklyn is a Dutch name. The one that I was born and raised with, BROOKLYN. And I was like, damn, I had a bit of a dissonant moment, because we have, where we're raised, Brooklyn people.
You have dissonant moments. That's where I live.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was like, because we do have a sense of like pride from the hood. Like there's so much culture. There really is so much culture about Brooklyn, and in the neighborhood that I live and all of this and that stuff. And I had told, when I came across this information, I was like, Ronin, it's like, yo, this is wild because I chose to be born here under these particular stars and things like that. That's my belief. Not everybody believes that, right? But we choose to come here and we're born under a particular set of stars. And I'm like, this whole thing has been in my heart the entire freaking day. Like I had to work, but it was consuming my feelings and I was up and down. And I was like, okay, so how I have so many shirts and sweaters that say Brooklyn, New York under it and all of this and that stuff. And I was like, yo, I'm going to make my own t-shirt. I'm going to make my own t-shirt and it's going to say Canarsie. It's going to say Canarsie and underneath I'm going to put Canarsie, Brooklyn, spelled the Dutch way, right? Not because I'm bigging up the Dutch because they're colonists. And you know what I'm saying? But it's just, it's a history thing, because it was in our face and they always.
I want to, so this is where I want you to think about this before you talk about colonists, etc. In your brain, because it's important. This is black on black crime, y'all. All skin folk is not kinfolk. I say that because the Dutch, especially the West Indian Company, the West Indian Dutch Company, we hear about the East Indian Dutch Company, not the West, right? The West Indies. And this is also includes the West Indies because you got Jamaica and stuff right here. So, I'm going to get into Jamaica, in Ireland, and etc. Why did the Jamaicans leave Ireland, right? So they had to leave Ireland, the Jamaicans, and they made Jamaica, and then here, and they made Jamaica down here. Think about when you think of what the Jamaicans look like, right? Now, I want you to apply that, Moonfeather, what you think Dutch looked like during this quote-unquote colonization time. And I can tell you...
Yeah, probably dark skin.
Dark skin, black on black crime, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there. And this is factual. This is not, I don't care about
Yeah.
push. I see. Yeah. So okay,
Yeah,
we
Chris.
have
Mhm.
Christopher Miner here. Do you want to? Do you want to
Let's
sing?
bring him in. No, bring him in, and we'll just continue. Yeah, I'll hold the thought.
But do you want to sing them in like a like?
Oh, you want me to sing him in? Oh, damn. Oh my gosh, you like you
Oh,
taught
no,
me off.
I'm gonna give you a pointer. I'm gonna give you a quick pointer. It's easier to start a little lower and then go up instead of just trying to
Ah,
start high.
oh no, nah, you hit those tones better than me. You hit
No,
those tones better
that's
than.
cheated. It's a little cheat code. You can start low, and then you can. It's easier to start low and work the octaves high, as opposed to just starting off high and you have nowhere else to go, and you're like, ugh, what do I do now? So, do you want? Go ahead. If you want to think and sing them in, start
I
low.
tell you, pussy on the spot, Chris.
Oh, I start even lower. I start even lower and then work your way high till you get to comfortable.
Chris, like Dios mío, Chris Minor,
Ooh,
Chris
I like that.
Minor,
Ooh,
Chris
Hello.
Minor.
oh, that sounds catchy. It's like Chris Minor, hey, Chris Minor.
Oh no, the revival.
I thought it was like a revival. I thought it was a revival for a second.
Hey, Chris.
Hello. How are you guys?
Doing good. Starting off crazy.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I was at the beach. Had a
Don't even
beach day.
apologize. Oh my gosh, at the beach. That is awesome. I live vicariously through you.
Yeah, it was a nice day, but it was a ways away, so I had to try to make it back. I made it. I made it.
Yay.
But please continue with what you were saying, Ronin.
What beach were you at, bro?
Playa del Rey.
Oh, that sounds California. That sounds cool.
Yeah. It was way down there.
Hey, Moonfeather, you know playa means beach?
That's what I was just saying in the card to my
I was like, wait a minute.
girlfriend. I was telling her playa means beach, and that I was 100% sure. She tried to challenge me.
Stop.
9 years of Spanish.
What's up?
King of the beach. Love that. Awesome. Playa.
So what did I miss?
Well, I want hold on, Moonfeather. Let's catch up. So Chris, why are we here? Why are we looking at this map? Why are we talking about this region? I had that random thought last week, and I shared in Third Eye Edify's Telegram. I was like, cayenne pepper. I don't know why. I was like, what's the origins of cayenne pepper? Like, where is it indigenous? And of course, like every single thing in the entire realm, the source is the Americas, America. So down in South America is where the cayenne pepper comes from. It comes from the country Guyana. Of course, I was like, oh, well, you got to cross. I somehow got this into Montana based on the etymology. I can't remember how, and I wasn't reaching. It was already, and also Ghana across the way, and then Gonzwana in South Africa, and in other places. Literally, just based on the words. And then Moonfeather was like, dude, there's a tribe. There was like the Karnak.
Gowanas, because you had said something that was
and the Canarsie, which is also related to the word cayenne. I can't share the breadcrumbs on how we got here all the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's not super.
I got you.
And shout out to all the nerds out there. Again, we were talking about people trying to stop the build, and they're just in the way. So it's like either help or get out of the way. And there's people that want to try and stop because they have unfortunately stupidity blocking them. And I'll just say it. It's just stupidity. I don't know how else to say it. And we had a little thing about stupidity. So we're battling stupidity, but not here in the Ronin experience. Stupidity does not prevail here. So anyone here stuck in stupidity and not willing to build, beat it. So that's where we are now. We got into this Brooklyn, Dutch, the Deutsch, and the Gowanas. The Gowanas, Okay, so you go, okay, well, you said South Africa. Oh my. What's Gondwana, which is also, it's funny. The remnants of Gondwana make blah, blah, blah. This is all goofiness, but it's also, this is a big tribe in South Africa, but the spelling is multiple ways. And this is not how I research. I'm just doing it. Multiple spellings. I don't even know. This is not how I research. I'm just typing it in. But you have the Gondwana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gondwanis. Am I truly reaching here? This is Brooklyn, New York, and these people are talking about prehistoric stuff in South Africa, and we already know Sanskrit doesn't come where they say it's from. It's the Northeast is where the Akkadians come from, y'all. If that makes your butt hurt, sorry. Whoop. Sorry. And the tribe that comes from here, sorry. Look into it. Look into it. And I'm sorry if you're going to do a search on it and you're going to show a vid that has 18 million views and subscribers. It's worthless to me because I'm an underground cat. I'm a top earner and I make money on the underground and I move on the low and I move privately. I'm not on this surface level who got more this or that. So anyway, Moonfeather, I just wanted to catch Chris up to where we are. Are we up to speed?
Sounds good to me.
All right. And by the way, I'm done. I don't care about feelings. I'm done. It's just, we're moving on. We're blasting. We're blasting forward with the energies, and that's how I do it. So I ain't here for your feelings. I'm not your dad. I'm not anyone's dad out here. I'm not here for your feelings. You're either real or you're not. You either get it or you don't. But there ain't no slowing us down. I can tell you that. So, Moonfeather, how is Brooklyn connected to South Africa and South America? Continue. And Ireland.
Well, so Chris, you want to hear something funny? So we did the show on Saturday, right? The next day, Sunday, surprise, Ronin was like, yeah, well, I'll jump on, on the Mooniverse. I was like, all right, great. You believe in this first reading and for fire sign, a freaking cayenne pepper came out on a card. And I was like, no way. So it was wild.
Oh.
So, and then right before then, the day before is where I had this whole, all of this new look, right? This new look.
I have to chime in. I'm not trying to be rude. I find this is going to be important. We are talking about how we rock in syncs. We live in syncs. And a lot of other people, Christopher, rock in the intellectual mind only. Their mind gets in the way.
Yeah, it's a difference. Mm-hmm.
It's like they'll read a book about synchromysticism, right? Cool story. We live it. Hey, guess what? We talked about cayenne last week, did a little bit of a build, and then a cayenne card came and so many other things, and everyone's from everywhere. I'm also from Brooklyn, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How?
What do you mean how?
You born from what? You been to? Oh, you said you've been to Brooklyn?
No, I didn't say that. Give me a second. I'm going to show you where I was born and raised. I was born and raised in Brooklyn.
I didn't know that. You never said that to me. What?
This is where I was born.
Brooklyn Park,
Oh,
Maryland.
you got to be kidding me.
No, I was actually
'em.
born in D.C. I was born in D.C., by the way. And
I was fucking out. I was like, what is he talking about?
Baltimore County, Brooklyn Park.
You want to hear something crazier?
Where I was born and raised. Glen Burnie, shout out Glen Burnie, money earning Glen Burnie. Which is funny Chris, you'd love Glen Burnie because they still dress like John Cena back when he wore like jean shorts, jorts.
Okay. Okay.
They never stopped wearing jean shorts. And this is like they're stuck in jean. You'll see a lot of crackers wearing jean shorts, non-ironically. But anyway, sorry, Moonfeather. I
No, that's okay because in Brooklyn in Gowanus, uh I was born and raised on 44th Street between 4th and 5th Avenues. 4 and 5 is 9. I'm a secret 9, but I lived right down the block from the park. Sunset Park. So that's pretty cool. And you say you're Brooklyn Park. But anyway, so
the realm's
so
connected.
then yeah. So then right. So then I had left off that, there was a reason why I chose to be born, there in Gowanus, under those stars and during that time and everything. And then later on in my life, right, because the whole Canarsie just stuck out to me. And I'm like, why? And then Spirit is like, well, keep thinking. And I'm like, da, 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 da. And I was like, holy crap. I have this aunt in Puerto Rico that she was telling me the history of my mother's, on my father's side, about my ancestors who came from the Canary Islands. And, and then I was like, oh, let me do a little bit of study on the Canary Islands. That's off the coast of North Africa. And I thought it was south, but it's north. I might have said south, but it's actually north. And then, and I was like, all right, let me do a little bit of history. They're the Canary Islands and the people that came there. So I was looking at old pictures and they look like they have the same freaking skin color as the relatives on my mom's side. They're like crazy ass black, and every uncle of mine.
They black.
Yeah, they're black, So, and then let me tell you something, every uncle of mine, which were about 14 of them, actually great uncles, 14 of them, they all married light-skinned women. All of them. Light-skinned, and there was like my grandma, oh shoot, my phone is done. It's let me charge it up. So then my grandmother has Spanish blood to her, but she's very light-skinned, straight hair. But they all married light-skinned, straight hair women. You gotta mix their races. So then that's why I'm like, that in-between color. But anyway, and I was like, oh my gosh, Canary Islands, are you serious right now? And I was born by Canarsie. I'm like, what is going on? So it was a great moment. It was a great realization. I'm doing a little bit more study on it. I've been a bit busy, but it was very, very, very enlightening. And, nothing is coincidence. And, and I did bring up the part and thank you for, right, letting me clear that up now about, when I said the Dutch were colonized, and I wasn't bigging them up. What I meant it in the sense that they just weren't from there per se. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they weren't from there. And because, they went in and you have all of these industrial people that took that place and turned it into the freaking, and the rivers used to be so beautiful. Now the Gowanus River and the Hudson River, we had this thing back in the days, back in the 80s, that kids would swim because it was like, hot back then was hot. In the summers, the city hot was crazy. And they'd all jump into the Gowanus because there really weren't any pools, like city pools and shit. And whatever, it was like a cool thing to do. If you ever swam back in the day in the Gowanus, you were swimming in a cesspool practically. Your immune system right now, forget it. We kill any virus to be invented. Forget it. You're crazy. Your immune system is crazy strong, and I went a lot to Coney Island, to the beaches on Coney Island, which is wild because all of those rivers filtered out into those waters as well.
Yeah, right.
And so,
by New Jersey.
Can I just
exactly.
This is part of my grimoire right here. Okay. Go. I made a video a long time ago explaining the importance of the word co here in the Americas. D-co, da. G's are gay and fake, and C's are fake and gay. And if you're a Roni, in our word, embrace the retard, embrace the Roni. Co, these G's, this is to me co, which is like a chieftain, which is like a leader. It's not like supreme leader. It's like a respectable leader person. Usually typically male. And then Juan is like if you ever go out and you go into what they call Asia type now, Juan and Han, this word is exactly synonymous with Khan. We're talking Canarsie, we're talking Canary Islands, we're talking Cayenne, we're talking Ghana, we're talking Guyana, we're talking Khans. This is Khan territory. This is Khan. Juan means Khan, yo. Okay, everyone. And then it might be a bit of a Sioux fix. They might be messing with the Sioux. They're trying to fix the Sioux and remove the Sioux, right? The Sioux, the serpents, the dragons, let me show you something fun.
And yeah, speaking of CO, they have Co-op City in I think it's in the Bronx, and I think they say it's built in '66, and that's built by a guy. I think his last name is actually Kazan.
Oh,
yeah, Abraham Kazan.
Yeah.
Kazan.
I am always about the Kaz and the.
But I mean, Co-op City, like what the
Yeah.
what that name is insane.
So the legend of St. George, aka the Dragon Slayer. Okay, we have an actual guy. We also have obviously St. Patrick taking out the serpents, right? These are taking out the Nagas, the Sioux, those types of people. Look up King St. George, Dragon Slayer, and don't be thrown off by their dates. Their dates are bogus as bogus.
33.
So that's a signal to you saying, hey, we're BSing the masses and the stupid. That's why there's a 3-3 there. And for those that know, no. Now, this guy was born in Georgia, evidently. I've already explained, if you want to look at the text in the 11th century, there was no Georgia over there in Georgia, but there was a Georgia here in Georgia. I told you how the country Georgia was named Georgia just in the 2000s, like 2002. And there was no reference to Georgia at all. So when you're talking about Dragon Slayers, the Sioux, all the Canarsie, all the Khans, all the Carls, as in the Carolinas, you freaking name it, Moonfeather. There was a worldwide battle to take out the Sioux and the Khans, the traditional Khans, the real Khans, and Magi, and the Mu,
Magi Khans,
and all of those people. This was where you had Chinggis Khan taking over. Everything you see nowadays on Who Runs the World is remnants of the guy they named that was known as Temujin Mu. He was a Mu, which is Barbary and seafarers and Mus, and these are not just one looking people. These are a very large mix of people. But he was a Mu, Temujin, Genghis Khan. He started the Teutonics. He started the Templars. He started the invasion of the Americas. He had slavery of the Philippines, from the Philippines, bringing Chinese people into places like Mexico. That's why a lot of these Mexicans look kind of Chinese, because they're what they would call China. China wasn't China. It was all in the Americas. So what you're dealing with now is still the cover-up. All that Tatarian stuff, all the old buildings, all the technology from the buildings, all the this and that was taken over by Genghis Khan. What we have is still the remnants of Genghis Khan running shit here. Him and his clique, the T's, the J suits,
Yeah.
the
So,
Jews.
by the way, to bring since you just
I said last week, Chris. Let me just wrap this rant up.
Go ahead.
Just about while we're talking, the Muslims, the the Jews, the Druze, the Andrews, the Druids. They were Saracens. The Sephardic people, the seafaring people, the seafaring Jews got kicked out.
Yeah.
Before they got kicked out of Al-Andalus, they got kicked out of like Norway, Norway, the the Masons. They got kicked out of Ireland and Scott, and all those places. And they had to go back to where they knew. They were like, let's go to America. Oh, we still speak the same language. We've been dealing with these Americans, the Americas, forever. That's why it's so tied in. So those people, the Ferdinands and Isabellas and all that, they were remnants they were Genghis Khan's Teutonic crew, Templar crew, fake Jews, and then they became Jews. The Khazars, all of them across the way pretend to be Masons. They wear little fez hats with little scimitars on them. I mean, and they go, I'm a mate, and they think they know little secret. They're not. They're phonies. They beat the Masons, the Murrs, the Jamaicas, the thing that I was sharing from the Drew. This is Drew. You got to know how to decode. This is Kowana. Who knows, right? New rect. I don't count the T's. And a while ago, Stacy asked me if I knew that the Eastern Seaboard and like Northeastern Seaboard at one time was known as Greater Ireland or Greater By the way, is Ireland. Ireland is Irie man, Irie. Jamaica man. Right?
And by the way, before you get too far off of
anyway, I could keep going. Chris, if I don't stop now, I won't stop. So
I don't want you to get too far off the point of the the fake Judeo converts that were also Muslim, because I mean, this actually connects to something that Gabe posted in I think most of the rooms today, that term Danme, which is what the Sabbatean crypto Jews did. They this Danme word means they're turncoats, basically, to turn, and it's a Turkish word, so it connects with the areas you were just saying that were co-opted and then reflected in different areas of the world when they really originated somewhere else here.
Yeah.
And these are the Sabbateans who were doing this. Yeah, the Sabbatean Frankists. So they're the the redemption through sin ones, the ones who are the worst ones.
They renamed places. Name one country that was not officially named by the quote unquote British. Look up any single country. I've looked up basically all of them. All of them got their name and borders from the British. Okay, that means they can rename stuff. So when you talk about Sumerians, the ancient Sumerians, Chris, don't you know the ancient Sumerians, the Sioux, the Sioux, Mary, Mur, the Sumer, Amari, like America. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you got connections from Africa with Ghana and all that, and South Africa with here and Guyana, the Canary Islands, Jamaica, Ireland. Sumar is from America. There's a lot. Can't sit here and prove it to you in a second, but
Also, another thing, anyway. Just even on the wiki for Sabotage Zevi, he's dressed as a kaftan.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, it's like I would assume it's like a fake magician in the way that you're like kind of like a captain. You're like a military. I feel like it's like comes from captain almost. Like it's like a military position, like a rank.
You know, and this is why I love this share from Moonfeather. Like, she had an epiphany last week or within the last week, right? What that epiphany was, hey, where I was born and raised, where my family is, these connections. And she put this together with some stuff that I mentioned randomly on some super goofy search. I do that. I'll just, I'll just randomly look up something so random, and it's all week. And Chris, it always connects to something.
Oh shit! I'm actually looking at that captain thing, and they actually say it's even from Northern Africa. Here, it's like a coat. It's like the name captain is actually the dress. It's the coat that they wear. So I mean, it's this idea of wearing the coat. Like in this case, they're wearing like a coat that makes them look like a magician. But now we have white coats, and we have red coats and black coats and all these brown coats. You know what I mean?
Magi, guys, the whole cape thing. It's a sign of authority in the wording as well. And you have judges in black robes and freaking, in the UK, they got dressed all kinds of weird. They're dressed like they're freaking in Narnia, with their rituals and stuff. All this mean stuff. You think all those types of people just do it just to? No, man. They are also subservience to all kinds. So Moonfeather found this. I'm looking in, titles. You're talking about titles. Tombland here in Georgia, literally the family. This Colonel Tombland in the early 1800s was butt buddies with Abraham Lincoln. And he was like, can I have these cave springs? Oh, by the way, there's a bunch of pyramids. All right, sir, your name is now Tombland. That's your job. You're in the middle of tombland. Call them tombs and make sure they stay covered. They don't call them pyramids and energy places and all kinds of awesomeness. Mm-hmm. Make sure they never get excavated like they do in Mexico, where they have mounds of dirt, uncover them, and they become the most famous pyramids in the entire realm. Your name is Tombland. This is your area, and your grandkids, who are also still named Tombland, still own the properties. Those aren't names; those are titles. And that's my backyard.
Yeah.
And then Moonfeather looked in her backyard. If everyone looks in their backyard, and you won't even understand, guys, what I have not uncovered where I live. Serpent effigies, not on unbeaten paths, like this stone, and I mean by stone, like, so this is why this resonates with me, Moonfeather, when you were like, some silliness you were sharing connects with some stuff where I'm like connected to. I'm like, that's what's up, dude. So, Chris, you were going on an awesome direction, and forgive me if I'm.
No, you're good, man.
I feel fired up, so I'm a little fired up because
I like it. I love it.
My mind's blown. My mind is blown. So
I love it, brother.
I'm gonna rest my mic and let you guys get after it.
I don't know if Chris caught it, but I told Ronin that I'm working on because I'm always wearing like shirts or sweaters that say Brooklyn, New York, and stuff like that. So I'm actually presently working on a Canarsie shirt, which like with the same style of like, usually see Brooklyn in a lot of the times you'll see it in the baseball font.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. So I'm doing one with Canarsie and then on the bottom Brooklyn, but spelled the Dutch way.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And then that was something else. So I had sent like, what I was working on to Ronin. He's like, he goes, like really cool, like very, baseball. And I was like, well, by the way, baseball runs very deep in my family, in the roots of and on my mother's side,
Me too, actually.
Really? Oh my God. So we actually had a baseball team for youths in Brooklyn, and they were called the Masonettes, that's my mother's, that's my mom's maiden last name, Masonette, which is French. Huh?
Say it again.
Masonette.
Masonette.
And then And then, but then check this out, right? So
I gotta use the restroom. Make sure you tell him my joke about
what?
You were saying how Puerto Ricans are the best, or is where baseball came from.
Oh,
I said,
Jesus. Oh, my gosh. The things that come out of this guy's mouth.
I said, Babe Ruth called. He said, hold my Dominican.
He's too much. Because I told him that he's like, yeah, I forgot what he said. He had said something like, baseball was a thing with like Caucasian people and stuff. He didn't say Caucasian. I'm saying Caucasian. But I was like, actually, Ricans, we're the OGs when it comes to baseball. We're just really, really good at it. And the thing is that I learned not too long ago that like the whole diamond field setup is very esoteric.
Oh yeah, it's Kabbalistic, Masonic, everything you could think of.
Right. So did you remember the name of my baseball team, the name of my mother's maiden last name?
Yeah, the Masonettes, huh?
Exactly, Masonettes, yeah. Right. So it's just wild.
Yeah, there's I have the original rules written up like on paper that like photos of them that were, I don't know where the hell I found them, probably the Internet Archive back in the day, that were written up by the Freemasons who say they invented it, but they really just kind of stole it from.
No, they stole it. Yeah,
they stole it. Mm-hmm. But when they wrote up the rules and printed them in the newspaper at the time, especially the handwritten rules, I think I have them right here. I could actually pull them up if you guys want to see them. Oh wow! And I just found them. I could pull them up. They talk about the players as if like they call, I believe they call either the pitcher or the batter is like the adversary. So right there you have like that's Satan type of figure.
Oh my god!
Like there's all these esoteric all this esoteric language that's used in the rules. Let me see if I can blow them up really fast and pull them up.
Yes, please do.
Because they're very hard to read. We might not be able to read them. Let me see.
And if you have a chance to can you send it to my TG?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna share screen, and if when Ronin gets back.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, and of course, and in Puerto Rico, because that's where my mother and dad were born. I don't know too much. It's a bit sad. I don't know too much of my father's lineage. Because first of all, my grandmother wasn't like my original grandma. Like she took in my father, because he was like his mom. I don't know, his father took. Well, she was my grandma, but I always wanted to know, my real grandmother back in the day. But anyway, whatever.
That's funny you say that, because my mom was telling me how her grandfather, like she's told me this before, but she told me a little more about it. How her grandfather, my grandfather's father, was probably this guy named Martin White, not his father who he grew up with. It was someone who his mother had an affair with, I guess.
Right. So there was something like that. Something going on like that as well. But yes. So then in Puerto Rico, it was baseball. Actually, my uncles. There's a couple of my uncles that they had a huge baseball team. That they were actually part of the very first baseball team of Puerto Rico. And they were very famous. They did very well, and they named baseball parks after them in our local town and everything. So I'm telling you, it runs deep. Baseball runs deep in my family. So yeah,
me too. And I just pulled up actually the rules. God. I'm trying to find it's even hard to read, and I'm trying to find where it even at least said the pitcher position. See, and maybe I might be thinking of, if I don't see it here, it might have been in the actual printed newspaper version, when they first printed it. But I know that one of the players was the pitcher, or the batter was the adversary, and the other person was named something else. Just a lot of esoteric language was being used.
It's wild.
If I don't see it in a second on the second page. Hold on, let me share the second
I
page.
do remember seeing the instructions printed on the newspaper like back in the day. That I remember, but this I've never seen.
Yeah, this is one of the here. Let me share the second page really fast and see if we see anything on here. This took, I don't even remember what I was doing. Damn it, did I share the wrong one? No, that's right. Okay. I don't even remember what I was doing to find this. I think I was inspired by seeing this image of them saying they were playing at Elysian Fields, like one of the first baseball game ever at Elysian Fields in New York. And it said the spirit of the age at the bottom. And I thought that was, yeah, it was super like just veiled Masonic and stuff everywhere in the image. Let's see, with that, it's so hard to read this, and I don't want to. I wish I knew where it was. The strikers caught, blah blah blah. One of the balls, strike missed. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, even like, see how it says, he is considered dead. So like they even like make it like kind of like almost like they're making like an analogy for how they view life, I guess, in some of these Masonic clubs. Because I mean, if you really think about it, it's like you hit the ball, you hit a home run, it's like the soul's return basically to home. It's like a life cycle. That's why when you bat for the cycle, it's called the cycle. You hit a single, double, triple, home run. You did it all. So it's like there's a bunch of stuff like that in there. And like you were saying, the layout of the field is obviously, it's like the Masonic square and compass.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
I'll share this with you later on. I'll send these to you so you can look at them a little closer, because it's obviously very hard to read.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and then another thing that I wanted to comment on when I was talking about like my relatives coming from the Canary Islands, and I was, just looking up some information on, because they had a lot of people that came. Some came as slaves, but others came more as farmers. There were huge farmers in the Canary Islands, and I was like, okay, well then there's my green thumb. I have an amazing green thumb, and I remember all of my uncles and my mom and my grandmother. It's like everything was about the garden and growing stuff. So yeah.
I actually found that spirit of the age thing. I'll share really fast too. It's up there, Ronin. And if you see what one of the team names at the bottom when it comes up, this is supposed to be the first game ever played at Elysian Fields, and one of the teams' name are the Gothams and the Eagles. So it's like, and you have Porter's Spirit of the Times.
Wow.
Baseball in America. The Eagles and Gotham's playing their great match at Elysian Fields on Tuesday, September 8th.
What? Gotham? They really actually named it Gotham? It was really
they're saying I mean, I don't think this game ever actually happened. I think they actually made it up. But, I mean, there's a lot embedded in this. I don't even know what they call this weird-ass etching that's done. It's a weird... I feel like all this type of drawing is always like a form of cryptography, because it's just it's weird the way they take so much time with all these little lines. It seems like almost unnecessary, but yeah, if you analyze this picture closely, which I have, you'll see like 33. You'll see different numbers everywhere. You'll see a little Masonic logos and like the trees and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop sharing that.
Dude, okay, yeah, keep going.
Oh, that's all I got right now. Just on the baseball topic, at least.
Dude, sorry. By the way, by accident, I read the word baseball there, and when I read ball, I thought I was seeing ball, like BAAL. I was like, oh shit, no, it's ball.
Well, yeah, I think that, I mean, also the ball cycle is that's like the story of Baal, the god Baal, or the whatever it is. There's a ball cycle in, I think, Vedic or some sort of Indian, I think, religion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look it up here. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Canaanite Phoenician mythology revered
Yeah,
as
there you
a
go.
god of storms, fertility, and agriculture. Like what?
Yeah, see, yeah, if you,
that first
yeah,
part.
yeah, the ball cycle, yeah, storm god, six, yeah, it's a whole like story that they have called the ball cycle. So
Hmm.
yeah, the main character Ball Hadad. This is yeah, Ugaritic, they say.
That's wild.
Yeah, pre-Islamic Canaanite god. Okay, so it's more like yeah, a little bit different, not Indian.
So this actually that actually sounds like the word and you share this. This sounds like Kaganate, like Kaganate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's why I shared that for a few reasons. Like, but I figured you'd have a field day with that.
Oh yeah, I only saw these two words so far. But
And I
yeah.
saw, because like I was just looking at I think I was looking at the Sabbatai.
Juan, like this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the one. That's why that's one of the reasons too, because I just saw that one and I was like, oh, he was just saying that.
Whoops. So when you guys, I know there's a lot of people that listen to me, dude, and go the way he's real loose with the words, because I know how to get from that whole Gonzwana to Montana, because you also have Mangana. Mangana is in that read. That's how I got to Montana and then to New York, right? You goes, oh, but if you just look at these people, how the mainstream does it, same thing. We got the Rauron Cognate, the Coggins, Rorin, also known as Rowan, or Wan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I jump from I would never go R to J. I would go J. To me comes lots from like H's and Y's and I's and those types. But okay, I'm here for it. Juan. I know a couple. I'm sure Moonfeather knows some Juans out there. And then you got Jan. I know people in like Finland and stuff named Jan. And then, they have Jan. It's Jan. It's Ya. Ja, Ya. Look at these names. Ruru. We've already talked about the Ru. The Ru. The Ru. Or the Rao. Or the Ro. Shit means red. I don't know what to tell you. As far as I know, it means red, and it means like dark red.
Mm-hmm.
All just look how loose they are with the lettering. That one word, and then Tauntaun. You have the Tetons in Montana, like North Dakota and stuff. The Tetons, the Teutonics.
Well, I just hit that. So I hit that Hue people. Or wait, no, wait. I hit the Dong. You see the Dong Hue link? Dong Hue. Yeah, I hit that. Then I hit the Hue people from there, and I just if you hit that, then the Hue people.
There's a Hue people, dude.
Yeah, hit the Hue people and look at the picture. It's like it's literally the that's more Masonic symbolism there. See the guy with the monkey, honestly, with the cone hat, like the dunce hat, just like iPad Goat 2 with like what's his name, Obama in the beginning, what he was wearing on his head when he's in front of the classroom.
Oh, that's wild.
Right? It's weird.
The Huron is Indian American tribe in America, in New York State area. The Huron.
Mm-hmm.
Huron. You really think I'm reaching out here, people, and everything's been connected and it ain't super old? It's pretty darn brand new on these massive changes. The connections, yes, they're ancient also, but I would be careful with your timelines when you're looking at Blotskys and those types. And anything that comes out of the, British this or that, or Smithsonian, like you guys are smart enough to know that they lie. I don't have to tell you that, but you know that already. But it's like they might write a lot of their crime and cover their crime scene from accountability by going, yeah, this was totally that way, like 10,000 bajillion BC. You're like, oh, okay, well, that kind of makes sense, but it's still around. No, this stuff is like 200 years ago. 100. This stuff is like getting fudged around with now. They're renaming big places like just now. Persian Gulf, Arabian Gulf, changing names, as we speak. This has been ongoing. So they changed. So imagine how far we've come in the hijackerizations. I was off. Forgive me. Hijackerins. They be hijacking and lying, and you see
hijackery.
I went for it and it didn't happen. But it's like hua, shia, chia. It's all kinds of cheese. I didn't even look like Cherokee. I can even get that to Cherokee somehow. But these aren't isolated things. These are all connected things. These words and names, pinyin, all these are. And don't believe when they talk about Romans and.
There's Jehu right at the bottom of the page too. Jehu, Jew.
Yeah.
Watch it. We're gonna get a strike.
Well,
We're gonna get a strike.
I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it's right at the bottom of the page.
I'm just saying. No, I know. I'm just saying.
The Jew dynasty. That's to me. That's in the grimoire from that here on it. As far as we go, Jew means them people. And them people I don't care if they're pretending to be certain type, them people are them people. And they got a problem with us, I got a problem with them. So they should be scared of me, not scared of them. I'm just saying. I'm scared. You don't know your full grasp of power and potential if you're rocking like that. You should have been empowering yourself for a couple years now. They're not strong. They're weak. They're illusionists. They're low vibers, and they can be jerks. They know their evil knows no bounds. They don't have any bounds. So I'm going to say a word, whenever I want to say a word. I'm saying there's a little difference between me saying a word and people massacring, doing real harm to innocent people, like little people.
100%. 100%.
You hurt kids, I have a problem with you. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You ain't on my team, B. I'm going to get all the baseball bats. And it's because if you harm kids, and I find out about it and you're in my region, I'm sorry. You will get crushed by my hands because you should never harm kids like that. And on a massive scale, sorry if someone doesn't like the things that I say. I could care less.
Tell him. Tell
him, preach. But this is fascinating. I didn't know this. This is a good build. And a thing that I want to embrace more, Chris, is a yes and attitude.
I love that. I'm probably I feel like I'm a king of a yes and.
Yeah, I get in and out of it, and I'm like, I think I should try and work on that. But look, Scythians, Sakas, I didn't even know this. I put this together, the Scythians and the Sakas and the Sake, on my own, super randomly, and these guys did just have the same word. So that's like, what's up, the Sakas. Now you take Sakai, and you have the Saxons. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Out there. How do you get from the Sakai to the Saxons? Who were the Saxons? Oops. But yeah, this is a yes and this is a build. I try and embrace that more instead of going no, oh my, no way.
Always got a yes and, man. Oh, look at that. Early Chinese Buddhist 9-storied pagoda. It looks like Sumerian. And it's in Philadelphia. What the fuck, man? There's so much. Here, I'll show. But
I like him. He looks like a skinny, happy Buddha.
I don't want to keep putting random ass shit, but I'm just going through images from that page.
I don't trust these images. I don't trust these people, this page at all, yo.
And I just put it in the private.
I'm gonna get away from these giants. I went on a giant side thing for a second. What you guys were. Okay.
But what else you got? What else? Go back to what you were talking about. I don't want to take us too far away from Brooklyn or the Bronx. I mean, or Brooklyn, sorry.
No, I'm good. I still got to do a little bit more researching, but that's what I got.
Yeah, I was just looking at that from the wiki we were just on. I was looking at the images, and that was like I mean, they're saying it's a Buddhist thing. It almost looks like a Sumerian thing, and it's also in Philadelphia, which it's like what? But yeah, it looks like that tree that's in a lot of those Sumerian images. It also looks like an antenna. I mean,
what's it made out of? Stone?
They're saying this is what's a pagoda?
That's wild. It looks like the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, it's a temple. They're saying 9-story temple or tower.
Oh, for real?
Or tower. Temple
Look
or
at
tower.
that.
Well, so all old world buildings were also technology. They had a reason for their setup.
Yeah, it does look like
There's an antenna. There's an ether antenna.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like an ether antenna. I've seen a lot of those things on top of like things similar to that on top of old buildings out here. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention one of the highlights of my day today, because Ronin had mentioned Tartaria. I met this older woman. She's Russian. English, I tried the best I can, to understand what she was saying. Living here 23 years, she was a teacher, history teacher in freaking Russia. And then she was trying to tell me places like where she lived and kind of towns around it or cities around it. And she had mentioned Tartaria. And I was like, I know Tartaria. She was like, yeah, Tartaria. And I was like, oh, that's the old country. She's like, yeah, very old, very old, So shout out to her. Her name is Anna. And she was super awesome. She taught me how to say thank you. And I forgot. I forgot to say thank you in Russian, but I'm learning.
Das Vidanya. What else do they say? What Russian words do I know? Chris, do you know any Russian words off the top of your head?
Niet. Niet suski. Means no.
Babushka.
Means no boobs. That's all I know.
No boobs?
Yeah, my friend said that once, and he's Russian back when I was in middle school, and I remembered it for some reason. I don't know who he was saying it about.
That's funny.
But Niet means no. So.
Moonfeather, would you be open to dating like a almost like an Iceman?
Here we go. An Iceman? like X-Men Iceman? Absolutely.
Well, no, like let's say they're, I'm thinking they're Russian, they're up north,
What about the Iceman? What's his name?
I was thinking like a barbarian dude, but he's half ice because he's not full an ice cube, but he's like a barbarian ice person. Like
yeah, absolutely. It was like he's burly and got hair and he's big and he's tough and he's very manly. Absolutely, like 1,000%. 1,000%. Okay. Which I saw what you talking about, Chris?
I was talking about the Iceman, actual, what's his name? The Dutch Wim Hof. Yeah, there you go.
Who's that?
The dude with the breathing method, and he stays out in the ice and climb Mount Everest, I think, with his boxers or something like that.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
He's an interesting guy.
Okay.
I mean, after a while, he gets a little boring, but I like his breathing methods. I think it's always been beneficial to me.
I need to look up to see what he looks like. I don't know. Let me see.
He's a Dutch
Mm.
guy. Dutch guy.
Oh, he's Dutch. I see. Oh, okay. He's got the whole beard going on.
Yeah, he's like a.
He's a silver fox. Yeah, absolutely. I date that dude.
He's really
Huh?
intense.
Wild guy. Wild, right? Didn't they injected him with like something. Was it? I can't even remember what it was. Made everyone sick except him or something like that. Then he trained like people over a weekend to not get sick. I think it was whatever gives people food poisoning.
What?
Yeah, like the bacteria that I can't remember the name of it now. I'm like drawing a blank.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like it looks like a tough
everything through
cookie.
like breathing and going out in the cold and cold therapy basically.
Oh yeah, he looks like he definitely looks like a tough cookie. He looks like he can handle a couple of my demons. Embrace them.
Oops. Let's share something.
Yeah, they did. It's right, Stacy. Yes, they injected him with a bunch of stuff. I know he was saying it was funny because when 2020 started, he was like, "Inject me with COVID, inject me."
Oh wow,
Of course they didn't.
not dumb.
Of course they didn't because they probably couldn't. But he was totally sure that he could like make himself well almost instantly if he was injected with anything like that. Not that there is anything I think that they could have injected him with.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. What's this from, Ronin?
This is just someone put this together. They're actually talking over it.
All the bells.
Yeah. This is that just kind of what I was talking earlier, just how the cover up has been so like happening and also not even close to being complete. This is all old world buildings, old world meaning not that long ago. I mean, look at places like Dresden, etc. But this is all technology things, all those Gothic type churches, all those. I
You
don't know.
know, some of the old world photos, I wonder how many, like, it's hard to tell, like, too, now, like, how long have they had the AI? How long have they, like, what photos are even real if that buildings, like, don't exist anymore, at least. I think that was New Jersey that you just passed, actually. But there's so many things that it's like, they could have been making shit even for years before they gave us the tools to do the same shit now.
So, I just got into, learning about Tartaria, the old world, like, this cover up, da 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 da, not too long ago, right? So, and I remember we had Michelle on the show. Remember, I couldn't make that show, but she was on this. So shout out to, what's her name? Am I saying her name right?
Michelle Gibson.
Michelle
Michelle
Gibson,
Gibson.
yeah. She's
Who,
Yeah,
by
cool.
the way, oh, go ahead. I want to say something cool about her. And and by the way, Michelle Gibson is someone who's been rocking for years and doesn't have 1,000,000 views. She's where
yeah.
good info comes from, and she's a real one, and that's why she doesn't have a gazillion views. And so if you look at her any video, because someone shared something like this before,
Yeah.
the intro to her vid. Is this Michelle? Is this her?
Yeah, that's her.
Michelle Gibson.
That's her.
So
Yeah, shout out to Michelle Gibson and to
watch
Jamie Lee too. Rise and Power, Jamie Lee.
every beginning to her video is this.
The pineapple.
Well, no, this is some Asian stuff. She's been out here for like a decade, everyone. This is who I listen to. Someone else shared something like this was, it was like one of those vids like, look at this ball in China and this like dragon griffin dude on it. And it's what it means. And it's like everywhere. Michelle Gibson's been sharing that for a long time. So it's like and hold on, she had 8,000 views on that particular vid. So these are the people I respect. Someone like her more than I respect someone that has a bazillion millions and is quote unquote trending. And you want to talk about some real hidden stuff, like, and that satisfies one's research or curiosity. It's like, what are you even talking about? Give me Michelle Gibson all day. You know what I'm saying? She's been at this for a minute, and other people like her, you know, and going sharing this and that and that and that. So with people who are like, you know, wondering how I came to a lot of my conclusions, there's a lot of information involved. You know what I'm saying? Going, yo, and it all pointing to the same stuff that people have been. There was a battle, and there's been a competition, and people are trying to control the minds of everyone, and to get full on control of this realm. And these are their ways, and these are them. We're pointing out them. We're shining light on them. You know, that old saying, shining light on the darkness. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So, choose your battlefield. You know, be on the right battlefield.
She did that documentary, right? That came out. She was in that documentary, the Old World documentary. That what's his name?
Like a Hibbert thing, like Hibbert.
I think like wasn't my lunch break guy did it too. There's a bunch of people in it.
Oh yeah, but I think the director dude's name's like Hibbert or something. Hibbert.
Was that who it was? Yeah. It had to be someone. I don't even know who did it. I just know I came out. It's pretty interesting.
I don't know. I can't find it right now. But yeah, dude, Michelle, she's a real one, dude. You know.
The only thing I wish is that she wouldn't pre-record her videos so much. Like pre-write them out. That's the only thing. But I get it. It's a lot of information.
Yeah, it probably helps. Like
Oh yeah. She has so much information. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's that style. Yeah, she would have gotten her message would have gotten nowhere if she took this style of the Ronin experience. It's just sharing what's on our minds.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
So, I mean, we did write this. We write down our episodes, but it's like, man, we need a new writer. We have to get new writer. Dude, and it's so everything's a lie. So once you see it, and you have the decoder lenses and the decoder ring, and you go, you get way more powerful. I think a lot of people are lost, and who knows? You go, well, why don't you worry about it if you're lost? I'm like, no, I do. I do self-analysis, introspection all the time. Check my biases. On the regular. I see the synchronicities. I don't just talk mysticism. I live it. I have cosmic receipts to show it.
What else we got? What else we got going? I'm trying to look through Telegram to see if there was anything.
Oh, what are we running out of stuff to talk about? Like maybe I feel like I feel like I derailed the conversation earlier. It had other branches.
Give us something to bounce off of, brother.
You want to play roulette?
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm always down for that.
Roulette?
I'm always down for that.
Let's see. Who's a human and who's not a human in the like government world and celebrities that we may know? Are they all humans or no? And if not, who do they work for? And is there a wrestling match between inner realm, or interdimensional beings? Is that happening? What do you think is really going on out here?
Moonfeather.
Oh, you listen. I think there are several species among us. And there's different races of these species. You could see it also. I don't know.
If you could go out with one, which one would be your favorite?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Oh my gosh.
I like that attitude. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
Give a guy a chance out there. You know what I mean? Give a
Yeah.
guy a chance.
So, but one thing that I do,
Minotaur, I don't know. He might have a good personality. He's rough on the outside. You know, give someone like give a Minotaur or some sort of cryptid.
there we go, folks. I was waiting for the Minotaur to come out.
Well, you have like you have basically like a guy that looks like Sabretooth, like a super huge guy.
Right.
And, but he might have, instead of 2 arms, he's got 4 arms.
At least he has arms. At least he has arms. Listen.
I would see it as a bonus if I was a girl.
Yeah, that's an absolute bonus. You know, got more arms to hug me, give massages. He could rub my feet and whatever else.
That's like he's one of the final bosses in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Kombat, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be cool. I think MoonFeather just said she's down with it.
Can we ask why Play-Doh feels so much like P-Dough?
What?
What Stacy just said.
Let me see.
Oh, I hear. Well, he was up there. Well, they were. They were. The Platinus, Plato and his ilk. They all had younger. Well, if they even existed, they had young boy interns or whatever the hell they were. Young boy, not interns. What's the word? Students and acolytes who they would have relations with.
Oh Lord.
Which they admitted to. So yeah, they were. Play-Doh was a pedo in a way.
I mean, what type of? Okay, so MoonFeather was going to tell us the different types.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And
no, that's okay.
MoonFeather, as you go, if you find which one of the type that cat Play-Doh is, and I don't even know. The problem is if you tell me someone's a bad guy, I think they're a good guy. If you tell me they're all the good guys, like I love how we all know like so awesome. The good guys won every time in history. That's freaking awesome, dude. When the good guys win every single time. I'm so happy about that. But I mean, so when you talk about good guys, I'm like, they probably suck, and like bad guys it's the same game if it's not true. Like slander someone's name and be like, yo, these guys are brilliant, but they also have some dark arts with the kiddos, and that's like a big problem. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I don't even know. I would be in the tribe battling any of those types of tribes and any cannibals, anyone that eats, their own like that is a problem.
It's no good.
No, that's no. That's no.
But the thing is, they exist, and they exist in.
Yeah, I know.
Space.
Horrible.
This isn't some deep jungle goofy. No, these are like in your.
Yeah.
So I put them down. Like I have no quarter for them. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to know nothing.
Yeah, that's wild.
You're in my presence, you get put down. Sorry. And you hurt children, you just get put down. Just take care of it. Posses, get a posse. Vigilantes. You don't want the government who's trying to kill you and leech your energy and take every single thing from you to also be the ones that you look towards to help you out. What logic does that make? They're either one, you know. So anything you get is to set the trap and to set you up and to weaken you so they can put you down. That's what they're about. It's weird.
It is weird. It's really
for me. Okay, that's the attitude. Cool. That's how it is. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I hear you. Then if that's their deal, I'm not cool with it. And if there anytime that comes in my direct presence, they should by the law of nature just be put down.
Agreed, man.
Just because of their grossness is, and I'm coming from a place, I ain't perfect, but one thing, you know, there's some things you don't do. All right. So, and there's no coming back for that. So you put them down, you go, okay, cool. Why you keep talking about this? Because these are the people that are in charge of the corpses. They're in charge of the mind controls, the governments. They're in charge of all that type of things. Slowly tightening their grip. These are the people you're dealing with who are in charge of all these things. They made y'all out there wear a mask, yo. Could you believe it? Y'all wear a mask. Everyone.
Yeah, they
except me.
Really, it was rough for people, man. It's still not over.
Control. We don't have to go down it, but we all get it. Think about that. The power they wield by not even doing any physical harm, like having goons out.
Yeah, they don't need to do that. They don't even need the
successful mind control.
They could do so much without any sort of external, without any sort of substances, literally with just the words they speak. They get the majority of people.
News speak, double speak.
Alice in Wonderland method has been going around. I've been seeing videos of that being talked about, where they basically just keep talking to you so much with irrational nonsense, and then the first thing that seems logical that they say, people just latch onto because their mind is so messed up from all the illogic.
Yeah.
They've been studying how to mess with everyone's minds for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is their science.
Yep. And it works. It's powerful. It's simple too. It's like the message is silly, and everyone can see how silly the message is of the day. Whatever that is, whatever day of the day, here's the message. And there's no one that can think, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Everyone can see how dumb the message of the day is, whatever that is. You're like, they're just, so it's not even like well done, but it still works. It's not even a clean mind control, but it still works. That's back to that stupidity I was talking about. You know,
it's a weakness of individual will, almost, in a way.
Dude, you have people knock on your door, Chris, and they're ushering in like three dudes, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? They're like, oh, you have more room, and we've said that these three dudes are also going to stay in your place. And you go, I don't know about that. They're like, whoa, are you in our word? Are you in ism? Are you an R-ism? Is that what's going on now? And you're like, oh no, I would never. I don't judge. And I okay, let them on in. And then all of a sudden it's you, your girl, and three dudes from like Senegal or something. And you're all just eating ice cream or, eating cereal the next day together at the table.
Yeah.
And that's your life now. And because you're like, oh, you're trying to be nice. It's like, fudge, no, yo. Hey, we got these three dudes. I'm like, get the fuck out. This is my castle, beat it. Oh, you're racist? Yeah, I'm all those words. Yeah, I'm all the words you think I am. Sure. Yes. Go away. The answer is no. Move along.
Might get some antifreeze in their cereal.
I mean, they would go away. If it was a force upon me, anything and everything would go away. Like if you had rented a house and they were like, "We're not paying rent. You can never evict them," so now they're just there. I'd be like, those people would be gone within 2 days. I guarantee you, they won't be there. I would never rest until they were not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. What?
That's all
Absolutely.
physicality, man. That's natural law, dude. I'm not talking anything. That's natural law.
Absolutely. It's insanity if they think that's going to happen.
People got to put their foot down, you know?
You're telling me, man. I wish.
Moonfeather, is that all the alien? Did you say there were what are the other races?
Well, I mean, I don't know too much by name, but what interests me the most and what really captures my attention is always the blood, right? Because they're, they're we're all quote unquote religious with all of these religions, blood is always something very, very profound. There's power in the blood and things like that, even on, just medically. And especially, when it comes to kings and queens and, and their descendants and, always keeping the blood pure, this, that, whatever the case is. So if that's the case, many years ago, I started, I had researched, but there wasn't really too much information just yet. But I knew because of my own personal experience that if people had a particular blood type, right, I knew they were being tracked, and there was a reason why. And as the years have gone by, and with more information that has come into my energy, I'm like, okay, yep, this is it. This is what spirit has been showing me the entire time. And, and I'm talking about RH negative blood. It doesn't matter if you're A, O, whatever. I think each blood type is a particular species, right? Whatever you want to call them, but it is. They're developed in a particular way. They have particular how would I say, gifts or characteristics, things like that. And that's exactly what they track. They track it from the time that we're born until the time that we die. And they're huge on getting our blood, right? We already know that.
Mhm.
So, but RH negative in particular, there's only about 15% of the entire population that has RH negative blood, right? What's RH negative? It's rhesus. RH is rhesus, right? So that means that's a monkey gene, right? So people who don't have the RH negative or doesn't have the rhesus gene, the monkey gene, they're saying, oh my gosh, scientists, well, you can read it, look it up, whatever. You can say, oh my gosh, scientists still don't understand, where this particular, blood type, and these people, they don't know too much information on bullshit. They know exactly what it is. They just don't want to tell us what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because then they would have to really reveal the truth. The whole thing is, people who are RH negative aren't really from here per se. We're a different type of race, and then you also know that because they also have an extra vertebrae. All RH negative blood type people have an extra vertebrae, so it really sets them apart. Those are the most tracked, the most targeted. A lot of autistic children are that, and I have this view and personal view and about autistic children. I think there's a natural autism is a power. If you know what indigo children are, a lot of indigo children have autism, but it's the reason why, the jabs have been introduced for a very long time, because it's to target these particular children, these particular star seeds coming in, because they're the ones that are really supposed to help shift the paradigm here. And all children that have become harmed by the jabs, it's always been when they're very, very young. Because of course they get the 1 year, and it's usually always after the 18th month, when they get that and the MMR one, and it really messes up with their brain because that mercury, aluminum, all that stuff, and it turns their autism instead of a like this amazing powerful ability, it turns it into a disability. And they're unable to function, they're unable to really tap into their powers, and so forth and so on. So this is why I say, yeah, there are different races. Who were we created by back in the day? Well, there's a lot of information on that as well. So that is how I think about things as far as different races on this earth. And if you kind of look at people now, with all this information and all of this craziness that's going on with, with freaking crossing of these genes and things like that, all around the world, you see all these people that look a particular way. You have the people who have lobster hands. Who are they? That's a particular race. Born with
I can't even look at it.
huh?
I can't even look at them, and it is weird. And I can't.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and their feet too. That is a particular race. That's genetic. They're genetic. That is a particular race. Genetics, and they know that. That was like, oh damn, that's an alien race. That's an alien race. This other dude is an alien race. People that have a particular jawline, things like that. There's a group of people. You can stick them all in a group of people in one group, and that is a particular.
All right, so the people you see, Moonfeather, let's rank them. Best to worst. Rank them right now. When you start walking, because I know you're walking down the street, you're looking at people side eye, you're wondering, like, are they a clone? Are they NPC of some type? Or are they just walking?
Oh yeah, you know who are NPCs. Who are NPCs.
Yeah, so I know you're looking at cat side eye. Who would you not cross if you see coming your way? You would not cross the street for because you think it's fine. Which race?
That I would think it's fine.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think I look at it like that. I think it's more like the one that throws off bad energy. I stay away. Whoever throws off a particular energy. I mean, I can't really describe what the hell they look like, but it's usually a vibe,
Did you say what race? That's where you were going. And what race would that usually be with the bad energy?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite races? Let's rank them.
Oh my God.
Down to 10.
How many favorite races? Loco?
Yeah, who's the best race according to you?
Listen, I'm gonna say the Puerto Ricans. First of all, facts. We were voted to have the best genes, and especially the Puerto Rican woman has the best genes. Genetically, we're perfect.
It's hard to argue with that data. I mean, that's cold hard facts right there. Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
If I was gonna draw a chick,
oh Lord have mercy, let's hear it.
Probably resemble a Puerto Rican-esque.
Yeah.
So I'll get you. Okay, so what's number 2?
I don't have a number 2. I don't have a number 2. Number 2, I don't know, whoever like whoever spends money on me the most, I guess.
Who's your least favorite?
I don't have a least favorite. The ones who are not spiritually evolved. That's how I separate them.
Okay. I see where you're.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. All right.
I mean, you could be a freaking little person. And if you want it and you spiritually evolved and you love and respect you know, women and yourself and stuff like that, yeah, I'll date a freaking midget.
What race?
You know, you gotta have money.
What race midget would be?
Oh my gosh, Ronin.
This is
Irish.
things that people
Irish.
want to know.
They're funny. Irish. They're funny.
Oh, you know, leprechaun. Classic token little guy. Oh, the most famous little. Of
You
course,
got it?
most
Yeah.
famous little guy. He has status. Oh, I'm an Irish little guy. Now he has status. Oh, you see what's going on here, Chris?
And they got money. And they got money.
She's trying to date McGregor.
Yep.
Oh, McGregor. Yeah, love him.
Okay.
He's a little toxic though. But I admire his hustle. He's very good at what he does. But he's dumb. He's a man. He's dumb.
Dude, look.
No shade to men. No shade to men. But he's a little bit dumb.
I say embrace the dumb, everyone.
He's a fighter. You know, what do you expect?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, they're a little dopey. They're good at what they do, but kind of other things that they're not really like too tapped in.
I say go below an IQ. I say get under an IQ of 69. Like embrace the dumminess, and I'm telling you, you will crush here if you just get real embrace the retarded, man. I'm telling you guys, to the fellas.
Ay.
You're saying for a girl?
For a guy.
Oh,
no, for a guy.
For a man. Just be retarded and you'll probably crush.
For real.
As opposed to being super in your head up, you know, in a quote unquote brainiac. It's like, yeah, I respect that. And I want to seek knowledge too, but I'm also I would say the super retard is probably gonna get way more things.
Oh my gosh, ay Dios mío, Ronin.
They won't stop. They'll just go, and it's like, who cares? You know, it's like if it's like, hey, he's gonna talk to a girl. It's like she's like, no, and I'm like, cool. And, you know, and just hey, what's up? No, okay, cool. Like they're go, hey, what's up? Well, I'm dig you, and then she's like, that's kind of retarded.
Oh, wait a minute. When you say dumb, do you mean like kind of like like a bimbo?
Like a what?
Like a mimbo, you know, a male bimbo?
No.
So what do you mean by dumb?
Just not thinking about things, just doing things.
Oh, like a brute? A brute?
I mean, there's probably some brute moments. You know.
You know, because there's different levels of dumb.
I would say,
you know?
Yeah, I would say embrace the dumb and embrace the retard. You can't do that. I would just do it. You can't start a corporation. I would just start some corporate. Like you're just so dumb. You just go for stuff, and it
just works out for you.
Those people, okay. Yeah, those people. I mean, they're the worst, but
they're the
they're the worst, but it works.
It works, yeah.
So I mean, you get a little bit of that retard, a little bit, like you
know, even like that reminds me of like Brando. Like he couldn't even remember his lines. He would like write them on his hand or read them off a thing.
See?
But he was so good.
Dude, that guy, Chris. This is what he did. I bet. Like a lot of these guys on that level, they get a job, they take the job, they're like, oh, it's gonna pay you 80 million. He's like, whatever, here's the script. He doesn't read it. No. He shows up the day they're shooting and he goes, what are my lines? And he reads them real fast.
Friggin' Downey Jr. for Iron Man, or wasn't Iron Man for what's his name? Sherlock Holmes, when he's playing Holmes. He just had an earpiece in and they were reading him his lines. Perfect. Because
really,
so he's repeating what they're reading him in his ear because he just was doing. I guess he said he was doing too much. I'm sure he has memorized scripts in the past, but he said between that and like all the Avengers stuff he was doing, he didn't have time. So they would read it, and it was so fast, like the Sherlock Holmes character. They were reading in his ear, and he still delivered the lines like perfectly.
Like nothing. Yeah.
Like I was like, I would never be that. To me, that would bother me. I'd be like, what? I'm repeating what someone else is saying. How the hell? It's like totally you can't be thinking of anything.
Well, that's why they're paying the big bucks.
You got to be blank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that as also let's say you want to be a race car driver. You're a little kid and you're full retarded and you just go full speed over here. And
Oh my God.
as you grow up, you're in NASCAR or F1 or something, and you're so dumb you don't even think
Dumb luck. Is that what you call
about
dumb luck?
we don't think about the consequences, and
Mm-hmm.
you second guess, and no, you just go whatever. I'm going fast, yo.
Yep.
Straight Ricky Bobby style, and I'm going fast
Seriously.
and figure it out. And
Oh.
it takes a special set of. You can't be a brainiac and do that. You can be thinking about every little nook and cranny.
Well, sometimes the Lulu is the Salulu. You ever heard that?
No, I haven't.
But how do we get
The delusion is the solution.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I gotta keep you guys up on the lingo. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, is that cool? Well, I feel like you skipped a couple spots and was like, you
Yeah, that's
just threw a word on us, a curveball, which is very.
don't worry. You guys are a little bit on the dumb side right now, so that's okay. I got you.
Next curveball, I'm hitting the curve. Next curveball, don't throw two curveballs in a row.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do
Don't
it.
do it. I got the forearms. I got the forearms, honey.
So, okay, well, oh man, internet talk is so weird.
We're weird.
Are we doing good? Man, I feel like I'm screwing up this whole show. I feel like I've screwed up this whole entire show.
Yeah.
We're a little all over the place.
Grab the show.
They might have to listen on 1.5. 1.5x this one.
Really? Man, I feel like I've been just it's just
Listen to 1.5.
on the all over the place. I feel like I usually we got a flow, and I'm like, I just want.
No, we were fine. Is that we're getting towards the end? It's okay. We kind of fall apart at the end. We start strong,
and I was late.
I thought we get a second win sometimes. Chris and I get second.
Oh, I sent you that link, by the way, Shahar, just because I that's a new one. Haven't seen that up on Wiki. They just threw the God of the Dawn up on Wiki in January 2025. It looks like.
Oh, really? So,
yeah, that's a new. I haven't seen that page. I think it's a new page. So the new Dawn that they love to talk about. There's some info on there. That was it's interesting. I'm gonna have to look at it.
That's why I always say like harmony.
Harmony.
And it does go down into her. And you can her and her are the same. And then you can swap the G with H with a G.
Mm-hmm.
Harmony, like Jorge, right? Instead of George, you go George, Germany.
Yes, sir.
Mooney. Harmony. It's not even that far away. So Germany and harmony are the same words. That has to be somehow related to this Shahar. So now when you see the word har or gar, same thing. Or her.
So they have it meaning literal dawn is what they're saying it means. In the it depends on what language.
Well, that's what Lindon means. That's what London means. New dawn.
Yeah, it's interesting that in the Akkadian they say it's serum. Shahar translates to serum, which is weird. So yeah, serum is in a few different languages, but they're saying that means morning. But why would serum mean morning?
Mornings are cool.
Seru, serum, seru, Siru. Why would that mean morning?
Saru, yeah.
There's something weird with that. Unless they're like getting like a raw out of that somehow, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you have Saracens. All these people are seafaring people. So having morning is a very title. You got to catch those early morning. To moor out, it's good tide, good tidings in the morning is when you got to get your ship and you got to get it out. But while it's high tide, the tide's going out. So have a good morning. That's when you get on the ship and you go out, and it's probably pretty cool. So to sort of back to uh, what's her name? Shahar.
Sahar. They also seem to translate it to kosher. And they're saying kosher here means like the dawn, which is.
Oh,
This is it's okay.
well, in Japanese, you have sayonara. That
And
means
that
bye,
see,
bitches.
and that would be that would be the opposite. That would be like the be good night, basically. Adios, get out of here. Like the opposite of the beginning of something. It'd be like the end.
That'll be the beginning and the end, yeah.
And Sahara Desert.
Get them.
Moabite, short, SHRT, short. No, maybe it's the breaking of. Nah, that's weird. I don't know.
Shah is also obviously, shaman, right?
Yeah.
With Shah and She and Chi and all that connections with that, so that's there too.
They also got east wind here as another, like one variable translation. East wind, the only one that's like slightly different. But they also bring up the dragon's head here. The ancient Arabic god Sahar, dawn daybreak, is depicted on reliefs, the symbol of the dragon's head.
Bro, they had dragons, man. I'm telling you, man, they had dragons, dude. This place had
Shahar.
Titans. Think about Titans. Think about just behemoth type creatures and giant people walking around. Super huge. There's evidence of it everywhere. Super. And so dragons were a thing. Like, man.
And yeah, see, I think they might have been sea serpents that
or both.
Came out maybe came out the water. You know what I mean?
Maybe both. Maybe swimmers and flyers.
Yeah.
But they were real, in my opinion, based on my research. It tells me a lot that dragons were an actual real thing. I don't believe in dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, to me, I looked into it and it didn't check out. It seemed.
Well, they keep changing it too. They keep changing everything they're saying. Now they're like now they're birds.
I looked into dragons. Like, you know what? This actually gives me a little more. I'm leaning more towards dragons being a thing than I am. Dinosaurs are already out of the picture. So I'm thinking dinosaurs are a thing. Griffins, even. Giant people are, like, in my opinion, a definite. Like a definite. I mean, they had giant people in the early 1800s. But, they photographed them. Just dudes. They'll be like 8 feet tall. Like, yo.
Isn't the theory like the reason I think they say, not that I know if this is true or not, but something about the air pressure or the like the density of the atmosphere was different or something like that. So these things people and animals were able to grow, like gigantism was able to occur more frequently, which is interesting because we do see that at the bottom of the ocean in deep water, like in the very deep waters, especially in like you can go deep into the ocean and then you'll even see like a ocean at the bottom of the ocean. You can go through that hard water and there's gigantism like down there.
You can't get through it though.
Yeah, you can't get through it. But down near that, when you're seeing that sort of water, you'll see like giant. Everything's pretty big. For some reason, there's gigantism in the animals at the way bottom of the ocean. So the pressure is that's almost, you would think it would be opposite, because there's more pressure being exerted on the animals there.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
it's strange.
is by the way, that dense lake within under the ocean, those because it's just more salty and dust and dense.
Hmm.
You might as well call it a portal in my world. That's a portal.
Yeah.
They know there ain't no nothing about it. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm being honest. The atmosphere changes and where we are right now, people got smaller. There's a lot of theories out there. I won't lie. There's a bunch of, and the weirder the better. And I still not like, I haven't invested in any particular on that road where like the atmosphere was different. I'm open to it. Seriously,
Well,
but
because if see, the weird thing is though, like I was saying, but if the pressure at the bottom of the ocean is it stronger? You have more pressure. Like obviously, it can kill you if you're deep enough. I'm assuming, or it's going to be very hard to at least exist down there. But you have gigantism there. So why would that be the case then?
yeah, more
So you would need
more denser atmosphere, more.
yeah. So it would be more pressure, more dense in the past, not less, right? Because like why would it be the opposite on land?
I mean, if you had giant trees, right, and then you had some freaky frackers come and take them all down, that is probably, in my opinion, would affect some of the atmosphere on the whole carbon versus oxygen, maybe.
Think of even just think of it like this: if you have more pressure around you, like
And
you
the
almost
sun
need
does change.
you need to be larger to move through that environment because there's more resistance on your body. So that's like something I could maybe see happening, you know? So you even need more calories because you're like almost like wading through water. Like if you were walking all day in like the world around you was a world of water,
So
you'd
it's
be
what we got now, but just scale everything larger.
yeah, everything would have to get larger because it would be harder to move around, harder to climb, harder to
And then things got smaller.
yep. So then the atmosphere gets less dense and you need less energy so you can get smaller. That's interesting. That's probably what it
That's
is.
how it works sometimes with those fellas. You know what I mean? You can't get mad. Can't get mad. It starts out one way and it might go another way, and you can't get mad at us. It's just called nature. What's that, Moonfeather? I thought you were going to say something.
No, I'm good. It's beautiful just to hear the way your minds, work. Sometimes questionable, but
There was overlap, and there's skeletons, and there's all kinds of things.
no, it's great. I love it. It's great.
Their basketball team was probably sick.
Insane.
Florida probably had more land. That tells me the ocean was probably at a lower depth or whatever. What causes that? I don't know. I'm kind of a four rivers. I'm the believer of a four rivers, and that's what does the currents, because all the oceans are connected. Just to give context where I'm coming from. So what raised and lowered the levels of the ocean? I really don't know, because there are lots of pyramids and stuff in those like 10, 20 feet below the water. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the metal drop off. It's like, well, this was obviously not underwater at some point. And I think that happened way closer, like earlier to us than we would think time-wise. Then it would surprise people.
Yeah, kind of like what's flamenco? What's the name? Flamenco.
This stuff's on point, dude. Like,
yeah,
I can't disagree with anything he said, man. He's on point.
Anatoly.
Yeah. I'm into it. I'm not a follower of anyone. I always use discern when I do and read it from anyone else. So far his stuff has been on point from what I've seen.
Yeah, he puts it at what, like is it 1,000 extra years, or is it even?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if others have copied that notion, that's where I'm like okay with it, because it's like I've come to my own conclusions that I also believe in that, not depending on other people who have just propagated and parroted the message.
Yeah, he would have
been removed from the date numbers, just on paper, not in, they didn't disappear 1,000 years. No, just on paper they removed 1,000 years. And they make things older and they make things younger.
Oh yeah, he has. I mean, he has like figure of Jesus living in 12th century AD. Yes, Siberian American Empire prior to 1775, and then 1775 it disintegrates. Yeah.
So far, I'm tracking.
He says Mongols, Genghis Khan were actually Russians.
Yeah, that's where I'm staying the Teutonic.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that from him. This is what I think. So, yeah. The Rus.
I mean, it's interesting. There is something I saw from the freaking Ruse, bro. The Ruse too. That fits in with that.
And MoonFeather's going to chime in and go, "Yeah, like the Ruiz in Puerto Rico." Not playing, but that's something.
But there's a guy who has pictures of one of the ancient Greek sites, and he has pictures that he got. I don't know where he got them. I'd have to go back and look. It's not flamenco, but it's someone who's like sort of in that line of thinking, and he talks more. This guy talks more about how Greek history is a lie. Like that's his main thing. And he shows like one of these ancient Greek sites, but then he has pictures of it not being there. So like he basically kind of shows you how like it was built like as a fit to be a fake.
Get him.
It was like a mine at first. He has it's a mine, then it's nothing, and then you get this ancient site that's there. And there's pictures of all three, and it's like a fraudulent historical site, basically used for tourism.
I call that the Giza, the Great Pyramids in Egypt. A lot of them.
Yeah.
I know that's hard to grasp. Whoa, they're so. Well, what about this and that?
Well, if they are molds and they are if nitrate theory is correct, then yeah, that could be almost a lot of the ancient monoliths and or megaliths, whatever you want to call them. The Easter Island heads also would be the same, because I think they're found to be made of the same artificial polymer material molds. So you don't need to make these things. These things aren't hard to make. That means, it's still like an advanced technology. Like we have like now, that's a building material we use now, but depending when they did it and who did it, it could have been real simple.
Yeah, geopolymers are like poured, like
pour it in, boom. Friggin' historical site.
Now, the problem with the Egyptian ones is because they were built with inferior material, they get more weathered in 300 years. I think they were built 300 years ago, because they're not referenced on any maps. When you can't tell me there wasn't cartography of Egypt beyond the 1700s. Like, what do you guys think everyone was that dumb? Like, get your head out of your butts. People knew cartography back in the 17, 16, 15, 1400s, you name it. So any other map, there are no references of Egypt, of pyramids. And in some cases, not even the name Egypt. And I'm literally talking a couple hundred years, 300 years, that long ago. And that's not super long ago. I think those things phony. I don't think the Sphinx the whoever shot their nose. No, that thing couldn't last. It couldn't last the 300 years because it was not built of like superior things. There's a lot of builds that have things like noses and things that stick out that are still standing. It's because they were built of better quality. These are phonies, and some of the Greek stuff is phonies to take away from what's really going on, and that's Outlaw in America and all that stuff is in America. But that's what they fabricated the things off of. Just flip the story, and you go, that seems like a very big task to fool the entire world. But they've made you all wear masks in 2020.
Yeah, right.
So you can't tell me they don't have the abilities to fool the world at the snap of a finger, to have you think this is where pyramids are now, the big ones, and this is where the creeks are, and this is where this.
Let me share that link that I shared in Slick's room of the pyramid link. 'Cause that's a fun one to look at, because it's like, man, they built buildings bigger than these things now that are pyramids. Like, it's nothing. It's literally nothing when you see the buildings.
And the stuff they say was built recent, like the Eiffel Tower was built actually a long time ago. The guy Eiffel did not build the Eiffel Tower. That was one of those fair, World Fair things. We just built this and we're gonna tear it down when the World Fair is done. And it's like, no, they left it up. It's because they didn't build it. And guess what? It just so happens to be a radio tower. Oh my gosh. And you read everything, who built it and why. No radio capabilities mentioned. That's one of those things that's old. And I see you, doggy.
I put it in the private.
That is actually new. So they make old things old or new, and new things old. And people fall for it. Yep. Once you start untangling that stuff.
See, look at the tallest pyramid in the world is a hotel.
Yeah.
And look at the number, though. Look at the number. 33.
Yep.
330. And it's not even finished. I don't even think it's finished. We got the Shard in London, second largest pyramid of 2012. Transamerica Pyramid, San Francisco. So what?
We followed this like a timeline. Let's play who has let's show off the sizes of our pyramids. Right? You have the one in Mexico, and then Sino, China, was like, we're gonna build a bigger one. And then these dudes in Egypt were like, oh, for real? Because I bet these are actually dated. Like, I bet as I'm going, I bet these dates, I don't trust them, but in my world, I'll make my own. So they were like, oh, in Egypt, we're going to build this one, this one, this one. And then Vegas is like, we're going to build one. And then they're going to go, we're going to build this. Then this. And then San Francisco goes, oh, for real? Great Pyramid of Giza? Oh, we're going to build this. That's probably a timeline thing, too. I know I'm being silly, guys. It doesn't fit. I get it. But I'm not being too silly. I'm close.
Yeah, no, it's a little absurd and insane.
And the Teotihuacans. Teotihuacan. The Teutons. The Teutonics. The Tetons. I see it. Wow. Con. So, yeah. I like this. I like the way it's interactive.
Yeah, no, I like it too. That's why I was like, oh, that's. I didn't even know they had this hotel and the Shard and this. I didn't even know these buildings existed.
Why are you making it smaller? Okay, who's at the bottom? Okay, France, the Louvre. I forgot about the Louvre.
Because then you could click I don't know if you can click the name, but underneath the name where the location they say it is, you click that. I think it takes you to or maybe it's next to it. Yeah, the info button next to it. It'll take you to the Wikipedia, and you could see the actual picture.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that they have that. It's like the one good thing I found on Wikipedia ever.
I'm down to go to this hotel in North Korea, guys. If you're down.
Damn, they ain't. Apparently, I don't know if they're gonna finish it. Look at it. I don't even look at the picture of it. It's wild. It looks
God
like
damn,
it's
how tall is it? I can't even see the numbers. How tall
Three.
is it saying it is?
330 meters.
Yeah, not finished apparently, but it looks like it's straight out of a bad sci-fi movie. Almost has that like Art Deco. Oh wow, the second picture of it looks just like those towers we were talking about. The construction photo apparently.
Oh, where's the second picture?
If you go to the wiki, hit the picture, and then hit the second one from they say September 2008. Look at the way it looks.
It looks like that
Yeah,
apparatus that you guys were
yeah,
showing
yeah,
before.
yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Who's down to go to North Korea, y'all?
And look at the
Me.
March. Go two forward. Look at March 2004. Look at that. How it looks like a desert.
Well, click the picture from the
Yeah,
picture.
click the picture. Go 1, 2, 3. One more.
What?
Yeah, might as well be one. Might as well have built it in Egypt.
Mm-hmm. Put a nice little
And then it's
sphinx
carved
on the
out. Yeah,
side.
carved out everything after you molded it together. And this one, what is this even? Won't even make concrete and steel. This one, huh?
Yeah, but it looks trash.
Oh, it looks horrible.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Things
Build
are
your own
just.
pyramid. Don't judge. Yeah, that's that. And now this is now. Whoops. I'll just go this way.
It's horrible.
God, we are going into a transhumanist hell.
Right?
They have the worst taste, the worst ideas.
Horrible.
They're just idiots.
It's trying to go.
These buildings
Jeez.
are ugly as hell. They're just. It's because they have no soul. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's why they will be able to jump into a different body because they have no soul. They're like an AI themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of figurine on top of each one, like a gargoyle. I can't zoom in any further. They're like gargoyle things. I don't think they're just random birds. I think they're like statues.
Oh wait, what?
I could be wrong.
At the top?
What do you mean? Gargoyle? What do you see a gargoyle?
There's a figurine
Oh,
here,
on the corners.
and then there's a figurine here.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
And I can't tell if they are made of stone. I don't know a bird that'd be hanging out like that with its wing. Are they big birds? I don't know. They look like figurine type thing, carving things.
Looks like it was made for Tomorrowland. How the hell you see those things? I can't even get in close enough on them.
Wow.
Wild. Wild. Luxor looks small now.
Yeah. It's on the list, though. It's on the list.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here. I feel like we're
dilly-dallying around.
Yeah.
Look at the Transamerica Pyramid, man. These people are horrible. They're just gross. It's like a needle, just like a big needle. Horrible Art Deco style.
Dude, I'm looking at some of these Mexican pyramids. It's like...
Those are probably like some of the legit ones, right?
Oh, yeah. They're the famous ones. I'm looking at the famous ones.
That's why they look the way they look, because they're actually... People tried to build real pyramids.
I mean...
And they were real pyramids.
Volcan is huge. It's huge. Like, it takes up the whole space. There's a whole town involved, an old town. Let me share. Like, just the pictures. Just to get a glimpse of this. Like, there's a whole town. This is the pyramid, but look at this, and it's all paved. Like, if you kept digging, all of this would be stone. This whole area. This is a whole thing, not just some one-off. There's a whole situation going on here.
What do they say that? What do they say that was made of? That the
What's it
the one
made
you're
of?
looking at? Yeah. What type of stone?
Is he gonna tell me? I mean, I don't know off the top of my head.
It might just say right on there. Let me see. I'll try to look
Ooh.
too.
They're talking about the tools. I don't know, man.
Yeah, they don't even. They don't really say. Till it's archery
That's
style.
the words.
30 rainy placement. Yeah, nah, it's
This
they're all
is
all over the place.
serpent. This is the feathered serpent situation. That's why you got Indians in America always wearing feathers. This is the feather serpent thing. But I know we want to look at the physical.
It's funny how on like the
even
Egyptian
know.
pyramids, they'll tell you immediately what the Egyptian pyramids are made of, what type of stone. You go to these ones in Mexico, they don't. You have to. Where is it? There's nothing on here about what material, what type of stone.
Let's just see. I'm just trying to get lucky. Appearing of the sun. A volcanic rock. That doesn't make sense. Wouldn't volcanic rock?
Type of volcanic rock.
And then I don't believe any of this. I don't know. We have to look more.
See, these seem more like they were laying bricks, actually laying bricks. Like real brick. Like that's what it seems like. That's why it seems like they made it like a stepping style, and then you have stones that are on top of each other that don't fit perfectly. There's material in between them that you could tell in some of the Mexican locations. So like it's not perfect, which that's what you would expect if you were actually stacking things on top of each other instead of pouring a mold.
Yeah, that's true. And I wonder, I bet you it would look nice when it was brand new.
It's made out of petrified corn ears.
Petrified corn ears.
Yeah, like ears of corn. Do you see like when they dry corn, like to hang it as an ornament? Do you know how hard that shit is?
Well, yeah, if I'm beefing with my friend and I smack him with a corn thing, I'm sure it's not going to be great, but I don't think we're going to be like, bro, guess what we can build with this? I don't know.
See like the...
Keep going, MoonFeather. I wasn't trying to shut you down. I was just saying.
No, I'm serious. Like that ornamental corn, when you dry it out, I have like 3 dried ears of corn, and them things are mad hard. I take them out every year, like for the autumn season, to bring in good luck. So yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, let's build a pyramid, dude.
Yeah.
Corn up. I think corn. I'm getting delirious, guys.
See the one I just sent you in the look,
Yeah.
zoom in on that, like that's what it should look like if you're actually stacking.
Yeah, you got to rock. You got to
Yeah.
here, put it down. You know, you put it down. Boom.
They're all over the place. You could tell, like it's like not.
And a little ledge. We got a ledge. Boom.
Yeah,
Boom. Boom.
This makes sense. It's being actually built. Probably took a long ass time. Probably was hard as hell to make.
Oh yeah.
They're not pouring mold. It doesn't look like a mold to me.
Yeah, I bet this keeps going deeper if you keep digging it out.
Yeah, I would bet a lot of these are just like toppings to hide what's underground.
Yeah.
And then I bet even more of them are probably facade toppings that other people came in afterwards, like the social engineers came in and topped off things that they didn't want people looking at, and they just
Yep. This was under dirt not that long ago.
yeah, no, this seems legit, this one, but there's definitely tunnels still underground here.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you look up when was it like you can find pictures of these looking just like hills.
I mean, they still got them under hills in China, right?
Yeah. Oh, in the UK, everywhere.
Yeah.
Or all over. The Baltic areas. Yeah, all over, dude.
We got mounds in the Americas, right? Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably and we probably got things underneath. I know one's in Wisconsin.
Yeah, the
one that's named like the same name as the Aztec city that they said they came from in the north.
That's like the famous one, the Cahokia, something like that. Oh, that's super big. Yeah, we got super major pyramids here. We just have a group that's been not letting you excavate. Like in Mexico, things are a little looser back in the day. Bunch of dudes grab shovels and go, let's check this out. And you go, oh, look what's under this mound of dirt.
Yep. I mean, then they also have in that Illinois, Wisconsin area too, like that under those ones in the water too, those pyramid structures in the water, right? That they found in the lakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think those things are phony either. I think all that.
No,
real.
those seem legit. They're smaller, the ones that are in the water too. They might have been for something totally even different. I don't know what for, but.
Well, one thing for sure, a lot of those pyramids were there's they were acoustically built as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there was a lot of sacred geometry, sacred math gone into, you know, very intelligent design. That's for sure. What's the name of the freaking pyramid that when you clap it sounds like one of their natural birds or something? The chick something like that.
I don't know, but it sounds cool. I can't think of it.
Yeah. Let me look at it. Let me see. When you clap at a distance, it sounds like a bird, like their national bird. That it was done like that intentionally, something like that.
Guys, I'm so spent right now.
Let's step out.
Ronin is running on fumes right now.
Let's step out, brother.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I guess it was good, right? People might have enjoyed it. I was ignoring the chat, not for being rude. I was just sitting back and trying to catch the vibe, you know.
They had a good time, I think.
Okay, cool. Cool. We're still batting 1,000.
Always will be, man. Always will be.
Even half asleep, we still batting 1,000. You kidding me?
All right. So, what did we find out tonight? Did we learn anything? What did we all learn tonight? I got some stuff on. I learned a lot about Moonfeather tonight. I'll be honest. I learned a lot about.
Yeah.
Did you really? Okay, so the question is, let's rephrase the question. What did we learn about Moonfeather today?
Okay, here. What did we learn about Moonfeather, everyone? What do you think? What do you know more about her now than what you didn't know
before?
She doesn't think white people can play baseball.
That's one. That's on my list.
That's Ronin's fault. That's Ronin's fault. I didn't come out with the racist comment. He did.
What?
What?
I have never. I think you should rewind the tape. I was just asking questions.
Sure.
So, okay, I got that on my list. We both have that on our list, Chris. What else did we learn?
Oh man.
About Moonfeather?
What else you got?
Well, I mean, I learned a lot.
Yes,
know
but
a
I
lot
come
of
from a
people.
background of baseball players, professionals. We were probably very into the occult, possibly. So yeah,
She's an occultist.
have a
Dark.
lot of strong spiritual ties. Dark,
French.
light,
She's a
in
French
between.
occultist.
I'm afraid. Oui, oui.
Oh man.
I think she has preference. I think she definitely has a lot of preferences and considers certain humanoids better than others and worse than others. Like,
Yeah, I got the intel. I just don't talk about it much. Quiet on the download.
I mean, she basically dated an ice giant, is what I mentioned earlier. I put it in low,
Mm.
but she's like, I'll date an ice giant,
Yeah,
and she'll date
forearms.
a little person. Of course, she's gonna prefer
Leprechaun.
Irish, which is the most popular. So she's like, I get with the most popular.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, you know.
I love
So,
Conor McGregor. Pretty much the whole show was about that.
You guys are too much.
so what did you learn about yourself tonight, Moonfeather?
Me, I learned that, yeah, I hang out with a lot of very quirky, crazy guys, and I love it. It's great. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So
Excuse me.
oh, sorry if I'm boring you.
No, I am like, whoa, I'm done.
He's done.
I think we crushed. I think, yeah, I got plenty of notes. Mainly, it's mostly about my Moonfeather chapter dossier, I should say.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'll play a song, and it's a cool song, but I'm gonna say what, and then Chris, if you want to say something, then Moonfeather, and then I'm out. I'll play a song. But my final thing is, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You never know what you're gonna get over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the far corners of
Yeah.
interwebs. Yeah. Again, Moonfeather. If you got here, someone, somebody. You didn't just stumble in here. So
Right.
whether it was good or bad, it's just a thing. It's an experience, and I think we have a really good track record of just crushing over here for some reason on the Ronin experience, and the syncs back us up all the time. So, you never know what you're gonna get. What can I say? So, but I like to have a good time. I'm glad. Gratitude for coming out here and just chilling and talking to the people and hanging out with my friends here online. Share with your people. This is, perhaps the greatest, podcast show out there. And I don't even say that like just to say, I think I truly mean it. Like I've listened to some of my stuff in the past, and I'm like, dude, we crush. And I listen to other people say, like, gosh, I think the Ronin experience is awesome. It's cringe for me sometimes, because I say things.
I've actually never listened to myself on a podcast ever.
It's the worst.
I don't think I have. Maybe once. I can't do it, I can't watch myself when I was ever in like a commercial or back in the day. Can't do it.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, even when I was a musician, I mean that's a little easier because like the music's a little easier to listen to, but not still rough.
Yeah.
It's self-loathing, That's self.
It's embarrassing. It's
Yeah. It's like it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. But I appreciate you having me, brother. I'm sorry I was late. Everyone could 1.5x it if they have to. Speed it up if we were a little slow.
No, you're good, Chris.
Appreciate you, Chris. You're the man, dude.
Everything's divine timing.
And I appreciate both of you guys very much.
Gratitude to the chat. We love the support, the energy, giving us energy, and really support the underground. I mean everything I say out here. Obviously identify sarcasm. I'm gonna be capping out. Y'all should know. I hope, man, I believe everything I say out here. And I'm trying to help people, and I have a good time doing it. Why not? And it was a true honor to be continue to doing this on Saturday night with Chris and Moonfeather. So yes, see you next week, man. We're gonna crush next week.
Ron, do you got a link that they could click for you to donate to you a little bit, or no?
I only accept Pirate Champ.
Someone send him some ARRR.
Send me some ARRR, y'all. I only accept Pirate Champ.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to know who donated to me, because if I turn out to be like some Canadian trucker and you PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Bitcoin,
just take it.
it
Trudeau will just take it. He'll take it
just
and
take
he'll
whatever
bring
it
it.
is.
He'll go back to Cuba with it and try to resurrect his father.
Yeah, but we don't need anyone. No one needs to know who's sending who money. So I only accept Pirate Chain. Yeah, but I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, man.
I don't. Anyway, so I'm out. Chris, go ahead and I'm gonna mute my mic. Chris, if you have anything left, guys, here's the YouTube. It's in the thing. It's in the
linktree.com/Chris Miner. You can find pretty much all my links. I appreciate both of you guys very much. I think I might be doing a show with Gabe and PK tomorrow for the first time in a while. So if anyone wants to check that out, I think we are.
Yeah.
Not positive yet, but so aside from that, I'll be around and I'll be back next week with you guys, I'm sure.
Awesomeness. Well, thank you so much, guys. I absolutely appreciate the both of you as always, sharing this amazing space. It's very enlightening. The years that that I've known Ronin, I've learning little things here and there, and it's wonderful every time. It's a great experience, and yeah, so much love to the both of yous, to everybody who came in the chat. We had Stacy, Esme, oh my goodness, Arthur came in, Sick Mosh came through. Blessings to you.
Yeah.
Really wonderful sister of mine, Portia, she jumped in here as well. Edward, of course. So yeah, shout out to everyone who jumped in. Send y'all so much love. Thank you always for your support. And yeah,
Absolutely.
you know how we do. Tomorrow I'll be going live as well. Do the reading for the week. And yeah, so oh my goodness. Know that you guys are divinely guided and always deeply loved. And always remember that you guys are infinitely powerful, infinitely powerful. So be blessed and have sweet dreams, guys. Bye.
Your government's favorite watch list. Another tour classic.
Cold days in my past, like December. No cash in my mind, pain that I can't remember. Carry on currently, like wires to a battery. Compiled all my losses, not all my haters say. Just in time, I unwind, executing bitterly. Telling tales of my wares that I run natively. Run like binary, my ambition legendary. Silence too savage, I'm too mean to be average. Implants unestablished. Network traffic vanished. Beat license paid direct. PayPal has me banished. No JavaScript, just HTML. My website style vintage. No marketing, underground love. I call it an advantage. Cycles never stuck when my hustle overclocked. Breaks are for my loops, but my dreams are wild true. Cease, I don't desist. Colored bands make you resist. 0 for the days, could have held if you insist. Handles like some liquor, burn around like chimneys, which is ironic when I rap like I'm Jolie old Saint Nick. Spaced out, no NASA, around the clock like a toolbar. I don't post to social media, kept the 100 on my hack star. Break dance, break bets, I might as well break bars. I only raise stakes like I'm about to bet, and I'm all in, I must win. Off the record, I don't spin. I kept on fucking grinding, string along like buffer chars. P-list, I restart, process that I give heart. I break shit fast like my fast at breakfast. heartbeats randomized. My agents must be nervous. Malware zoos, I refuse. Mine is more a circus. My malware undetected. When it's custom, it's expected. I'm flirting with my terminal. AV won't get rejected. Leveled up like Mario, many stories like a mansion. Coins pay me Monero, I don't need an introduction. Dr. Wi-Fi, I inject IVs. No KYC, no IDs, I just crack APs. Starbucks cloner Mickey D's. Shit, a burner land when I say my Wi-Fi is free. No identity, I could say I play a part. I switch the game like packets on a frame. Hoodie on my head in some comfy black jeans. Laying hometown, but I got wide access streams. More than basic, my style fucking drastic. Like an init script, I'm everlasting. I'm ever running and no, I don't get tired. On tracks, I'm a train. On the web, I'm making shells ring. Feel my pain, feel my pain, feel my pain. I said you don't know me, but you can feel my pain. Feel my pain, window pane till I go insane. Window pane, feel my pain till I go insane. Shells backdoored rats got me access. Feel my pain, feel my pain.